I spent almost nothing on these RV hacks and they work better than the expensive upgrades people swear by. Hey gang, this is Matthew, Florida Boy, and if you like saving money on RV life like I do without doing anything stupid, then you are in the right place. Here are the best ones I've found. Let's get right into it.
Here's a nice inexpensive mod that we did to the wardrobe storage slide out that's really inexpensive and really makes a big difference in the storage. Let me bring you in a little closer and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so the wardrobe storage slide is usually meant for hanging clothes, and you can see it's nice and mirrored in the front, but what we wanted is a little bit more long ways storage. So what I did is, and you can see the clothes bar is still there. What I did is I went to my handy dandy Home Depot and I got some command hooks, and I put 4 command hooks on each side there and there, and then I got some of this nice wire shelving and I measured it and I had it cut out, sanded the sides, and I just hung it on the command hooks. And if you want to use this as hanging clothes storage, both of these shelves are totally removable and they're on with command hooks. Then we went to the discount store and we got some of these little bins, and these bins just slide right out and they can hold all of your items, t-shirts, socks, whatever you want to put in there, and they slide right in there and they act as little drawers. We got a couple of them, got one on that side, got one on this side, but it'll fit 3 in the middle storage area. So now we've got 2 wonderful shelves, and that just tripled our storage area. If we need some hanging clothes storage, we still have the hanging clothes storage on this side, but this is nice and inexpensive. All it took was 8 command hooks and 2 pieces of wire shelving, and bam, you have shelves. Let's go in the bathroom now. Okay, so coming in the bathroom, a couple of cool little items. The first one is, got these little Velcro stick-on lights, and this just sticks on with a little circular piece of Velcro. And if you need to use the bathroom at night or something and you don't want to turn on the huge bright light, all you do is just tap it and it dims and it's off. And that, if you don't want to disturb whoever else is sleeping, that really throws off just the right amount of light so you can see what you're doing in the bathroom at night. These are really, really cool, very inexpensive, and they just Velcro onto the walls. Another suggestion is inside the medicine cabinet. This is a good one. Is inside the medicine cabinet, it's a good idea to just measure the medicine cabinet and get some cheap curtain rods and put them in your medicine cabinet. You can also use these for the kitchen cabinets. We've got one in the lower and one in the upper. We don't have anything in the upper because we're not traveling right now, but these really help when you're traveling so that your stuff doesn't go sliding all over the place in your medicine cabinet. So just an inexpensive curtain rod, one on the upper side and one on the lower side, really helps to keep your items from sliding all around in the medicine cabinet. Here's another cool one that I did to the shower. First thing I did was I took out the cheap shower head and I replaced it with one of these nice Oxygenics shower heads. And this is really made for short people because you'll notice that this bracket is actually upside down. There's a screw right here, and then there's a screw right in the middle of the ball. What you can take this apart, and what I did is I took off the old shower head, I took out the ball, and I just rotated this 180 degrees, used the existing top hole, now it's the bottom screw hole, and I put another screw right through the middle in the bottom where the hole was. So now my shower head is about 3 inches higher than the other shower head, and I'm short and I had a hard time getting under that, but now I can really get under the Oxygenic shower head. So all I did was take the existing bracket and I rotated it 180 degrees. It raised up the shower head to a perfect height. Another pretty cool thing I did was getting a lot of sunlight and a lot of heat through the skylight. So, and this one's on with about 10 screws. I don't know whether you can see them, it's kind of bright. You know, It's on with 10 screws. So what I did is I just took down the inside part, took it into my bench, and I put a piece of that non-slip shelf liner on the top of the skylight to give it a little bit more insulation, and it cuts down on the heat at least 50%. Before it was burning all the way down to where my hand was. Now it keeps the heat all the way up there, and that diffuses the light also. And what it was doing is it was actually turning the inside of my shower stall yellow from all of the sunlight in here. So that really cuts down on the brightness of the light. It diffuses the light, and it really helps keep the heat out. Let's go check out a few other things. All right, we were talking about those little curtain rods that I used for the cabinet medicine cabinet in the bathroom. I had this little spice rack cabinet, so I did the same thing. I got a couple of little smaller curtain rods, and now all of my spices don't go flying out when I'm traveling along the road. You know, use your imagination on this. You can really help yourself out. Another thing I did is I added a set of these little Midland walkie-talkies. These are really, really cool. You know, if I'm backing in, my wife can have one and I can have one, and she can tell me when I'm getting too close. Or if I'm walking around the campground, we don't have to use our cell phones. We can just, you know, call in these little two-way radios. And these are really, really cool and inexpensive, and they actually have a pretty good range. Another thing that I did was, this is just a Walmart clock, okay? And this is powered by one AA battery, I believe. And this tells me a lot of things. It tells me the time, it tells me the date, it tells me the day, so I'm not all confused when I'm traveling. And it also tells me the inside temperature of the RV so that I can check it against the thermostat. So this is one of those multifunction clocks. I think that you can get these for $7 or $8 at Walmart. Really, really good purchase. You can get a lot of information off of this. Let's check out a couple other things. All right, here's another pretty cool item. No, it's not a club for intruders. What this is it unrolls, and it's a little dish strainer. So when you're doing dishes and you're washing them in one side, and it'll go on either side, you know. So when you're washing dishes and you've got your dishes all clean, now you can just set them down and you have a dish strainer. You can still use the underside for stuff to put other dishes in, but now you can you can dry all your dishes and cups. You don't have to lay them on a towel on the counter. That's a really big help, because as everybody knows, counter space in an RV is really, really limited. So any time you can get something easy like this to help, it just works great. And these just roll up like this, and they store right in the cabinet. Pretty nifty, huh? Let's check out some other stuff. Here's a good one. Everybody should have one of these, because this doubles your counter space. All this is a cover for the stove, and this isn't hinged at all. This is just one piece. You can pick it up and you can lay it over there, and then you can get to your stove. Or when you're traveling or when you're at your destination, you know, this just doubles as additional counter space. So that really, really helps. It really, really doubles your counter space. It's got this shelf liner, sticky shelf liner stuff, the same stuff that I put on the top of the shower skylight on it. And we've never had that move in all of our travel. So that'll stay right on there. And it really makes a big difference in counter space. So that's a really good item to have. All right, another couple of things. Now I'm inside the refrigerator, and what I did is I went to Target and I got this little thermometer. This is the outside unit, so you put batteries in there and set it on the counter, and it tells you what the temperature is outside the unit, and it also hooks up to a sending unit. And the sending unit that I have is that little guy right there. So all you do is you put batteries on here, and all I did is I just zip tied it to the bottom rung. It's out of the way, and what that does is that sends the temperature to the sending unit, and it tells me what the temperature is inside my refrigerator. And this has got a pretty good range. I can sit this in the house and I can monitor my refrigerator. You know, you always want to turn your refrigerator on a day or so before you go so it cools down. And your refrigerator is only going to cool down 1 to 2 degrees per hour. So the day before we usually go, or usually load the refrigerator, I'll turn the refrigerator on, and I'll turn the sending unit on, and I'll put this in the house. So the refrigerator can sit out here all night and cool down, and when I get up in the morning, it shows me the temperature of the refrigerator, so we're ready to go. So I got that at Target. I think it was $15. Really, really helpful unit. Another helpful thing was, I rigged myself up a little fan, and this is an old fan this is an old CPU fan from a computer. What I did is I took the old computer apart, took the fan off of the CPU, and I took an old phone cord and I cut the phone cord, and I just soldered the wires, taped the outside, and I zip tied it to the shelf of the refrigerator. And I power this with these little 400 milliamp power supplies that you get at Best Buy. These go on sale for, I don't know, $3 or $4 a piece. And what you do is, if I can get it with one hand, you just plug this in. Hold on, let me plug this in. Okay, there we go, plugged in. As you can see, the fan's running. You can probably hear it. And what that does is, that draws the air, the cool air up, and it circulates the air around, and it circulates the air across the cooling fins. These are the cooling fins for your refrigerator. So this circulates the air up and moves it on those cooling fins, and it helps your refrigerator work a lot better, and it helps it cool down a lot quicker. So they sell these regular fans that are battery powered fans, and you can just set them in the bottom. I decided to make up one out of a cheap little CPU fan because I'm cheap. I didn't want to spend any money on anything. And the little power supply will power this fan for about 18 hours. I carry a couple of those and just charge them up and just swap them out as I need to. So a little refrigerator fan really helps your refrigerator cool. Here's another good one. This is just one of those little furniture cubes that I got at Target, I think, for $20 or $30. And you know, you can move it around. It's got the nice feet on the bottom of it, and it's nice and padded on the top. You can use it as an extra seat. You can use it as a footrest. But here's the really cool thing, because storage is so paramount in an RV. It's a cube. It opens up, so you can put a lot more stuff in there. That's about a 1.5 foot cubic foot. That's like 1.5 cubic feet in there. So that's a really good item to have. Just an inexpensive furniture cube, and it stays right here and it doesn't move. Let's check out some other stuff. Here's another cool item. This is just a cheap $10 auxiliary fan that I got at Home Depot. And what this does is, when your air conditioner's on and you're trying to cool down your RV, you just turn on your fan. And this really helps circulate the air through the whole entire RV, and it really helps the air conditioner cool it down if it's hot. Plus, it's not very loud. It's got 3 speeds, so you can just have this running continuously if you want to. But here's a good idea. Nice little cooling fan, really helps circulate the air in your RV. Really inexpensive. You can catch these on sale for, I think the regular price is $15. You can catch them on sale for $9.99. I think I got this for. So that's a really cool tip.
Okay, here's just a few of the tips, tricks, and hacks that we did to our RV to make life a lot easier and a lot more comfortable. Once again, if you like this video and you want to see more content like this, please drop down and hit the subscribe button. Please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up on this video, and leave me a comment down below and tell me what your favorite tip, trick, or hack is and what you've done to your RV. Once again, this is Matthew Florida Boy, and I will see you on the trail.